This tutorial is designed to get you familiar with the basic vocabulary of ExamView and show you how to save files on the V drive and kind of help you get you started. And you'll notice on our laptops or on our computers there are three programs that are related to ExamView. The first one is ExamView Test Generator. This is where you will actually build your test. A lot of textbooks come with ExamView test banks, which is part of the reason we use it. I also can show you how you can build your own bank, and I can do that on another video. The second one is going to be ExamView Test Manager. This is where you're going to manage the tests that students will see, where you manage things like passwords in your classes, and where you upload things. And then finally, this is ExamView Test Player. ExamView Test Player is what the students log into. They have these on their netbooks in order to take an online ExamView test. So, like I said, what I want to focus on today is saving things to the V drive. So I'm going to go ahead and open up ExamView Test Generator. Now, if you've never been an ExamView Test Generator, there's lots of different ways to try to do it. That's kind of a whole separate issue, so it's a whole separate process. But you can open existing tests, create a new test from scratch. Here is where you can create a new question bank. And we could talk about the differences between banks and tests. A test is kind of its own file. So I'm going to open up a Unit 1 test. The test bank is where you can pull questions from. So if you're going to start fresh, my suggestion would be that you actually generate your own question bank that you can pull questions from as needed. Because if you just put it into a test or a quiz, it's not available to use later. But just to show you how to save things for the V drive. So let's say you have an ExamView test. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my 1A and 1B quiz that is on ExamView. Personally, I like to do multiple choice and true/false on the computer, but that's, it has the capabilities. Once you have your quiz built and you're ready to then do a network test or an online test, what you want to do is go ahead up here to File, and you want to hit Publish To. Okay, so you want to save a version of it already. So I already have it saved as the 1A, 1B quiz in its ExamView file. Then you go to Publish To, and it's ExamView Test Player on LAN. Probably should know what that stands for. I'm going to go ahead and say Limit Access to Students in a Particular Class. I'm going to go ahead and hit Next. And this is, I usually leave this checked. I'm not going to, because one of my classes will pop up with all of their grades, but most of the time it will automatically launch ExamView Test Manager so that you can bring it to a test right away. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. And what you need to do, where you need to save it, you need to save this on the V drive. So under Computer, you want to make sure, I already have mine mapped. If you need the V drive mapped, talk to Joe Cox or I. We can show you how to do that, but you have to make sure that your V drive is mapped first. It's going to show up under here underneath the H drive. I go ahead and select the V drive. Now for me personally, I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to hit Open, because for me, underneath my V drive, I have a different folder for every single class. It's very similar to how you create new folders, but you can click on the new folder file. But I'm going to go ahead, and you don't have to do this, but I do this just to help keep things organized. So I'm going to go ahead and select 3W AP Chemistry, and then this is where I type in my file name, 1A and 1B quiz. Alright, and that will allow me to save it on the V drive. Then the next thing that I have to do is go into ExamView Test Manager and assign it to a class, which we'll do next, and I'll show you how to do that.